Hey, welcome back, guys. Welcome back to Culinary Blueprint. I'm Chef Greg. Welcome back, everybody. So, the chef tip I want to talk to you about today is, remember I told you about the knives not going to the dishwasher? I forgot to mention that includes your potato peeler, your pizza wheel or knife, the rolly thing, your can opener, very, very important. Don't put those in. What happens is the dishwasher and the detergents will just kill the edge on these things. And then you'll wonder why the peel is not peeling. Oh my God, it's old, it's dull. Well, that's not the case. Just rinse these things. A can opener doesn't get anything on it from the can. So just a quick rinse and you're ready to go. The other thing I wanted to mention is mise en place. Now, mise en place is a culinary term meaning have everything ready in its place, all right? In other words, if we're cooking chicken parmesan today, you want to make sure you have all your stuff to bread it. The chicken, of course, your gravy, your marinara, your cheese, your parmesan, garlic bread. Have everything ready so when you're in the middle of cooking, you don't have to run out to the store and grab something. So that's mise en place, everything in its place. Have all your ingredients together and then start cooking, all right? So tonight what I'm gonna do basically is we're gonna do some chicken dishes. I'm gonna do chicken parmesan. We'll go through the standard breading procedure, which is very common, but a lot of people don't know it. It's flour, egg, and breadcrumb, okay? So we'll do a chicken parm. We'll do a chicken salt and buca, which is I bake sage leaves and then ground them up. Prosciutto ham, sauteed chicken, fresh mozzarella, and a beautiful pan sauce. We're gonna do a chicken franchise, and hopefully we'll get to a chicken piccata, which is a chicken franchise with little capers, and I put artichoke hearts and stuff in there. All right, so we'll get started. Let me get my mise en place together, and I'll be right with you, okay? Okay, guys, so basically we have a pack of chicken here. You get at any supermarket. Chicken, boneless, skinless breasts. Okay, wow, these are huge. Holy cow. All right. And what you want to do is just trim them up. There'll be a little cartilage here and there, a little fat. Remember, we save all this stuff for our stock, right? Because we're going to use this all for our sauces. Nothing goes to waste, okay? Then what you want to do is you want to make cutlets, all right? So with your knife flat like this, just come across the breast, and we'll get quite a few out of this, and I'll show you exactly what to do. See what I'm doing here? Nice. Turn it around. There we go. Wow, look at that. It helps to have a nice sharp knife, guys, right? All right. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. I got 7 cutlets out of that one breast. Actually, half a breast, so it was only one. All right, so now what we want to do, and this is what I do, I'm going to wash my knife off. Make sure it's sanitary. Okay, we'll put that over here. Now you want to pound. So I'm going to put a breast here, a breast here. I'll probably get 3 on there. All right. And they're already pretty thin, but I want them a little bit thinner. And what this does actually is it tenderizes the chicken a little bit. We'll flip them over. Make sure they're nice and even, so they cook even, they eat even. And this is what we'll do for all our chicken today. All right, I'll do a couple more. All right. And I can tell how tender this chicken is just by tenderizing it, believe it or not. going down really nice and easy. It's a very good quality chicken breast, without a doubt. All right, guys, we finished pounding our chicken for all our chicken dishes that we're going to be doing today. Just a little bit of each. Here what I have is flour, eggs, whipped up, breadcrumbs. Now your breadcrumbs would be panko, they could be any kind of cracker or bread that you want. I'm going to season my flour. I have a salt and pepper mixture that I do. 3/4 salt, actually more than 3/4 salt. Just add salt to here and some black pepper. This way you don't have to be going back and forth for the black pepper and stuff. I use that at the restaurant also. All right. Now this has all been pounded and cleaned. So the first thing you want to do is use one hand. And you want to dredge it in flour. Shake. Dredge it or dip it in the egg batter. Now that's just whipped eggs. Drop it in the crumbs, then flip it over. Use your other hand to add some more crumbs. And what this is going to stop is getting those glove hands with all the crumbs on them. You guys know what I'm talking about if you ever breaded a lot of anything. And there goes your first chicken cutlet. All right, I'm going to make a couple more. Let me get a nice one here. Oh, wow, that's going to be nice. All right, we're going to dredge in flour. That has a little salt and pepper in it. You want add a little granulated garlic or a little lemon pepper. It's up to you. I'll shake my crumbs in, over, and then with your dry hand, you just pat and add crumbs as you need. All right? How beautiful is that? I'm going to do one more. She can edit that, right?
Yep.
All right, guys, I'm going to do one more because I know how hungry you're going to be today. Jennifer says you've been enjoying the food. I'm so happy. Nice, clean, simple stuff. You know, sometimes less is more, believe it or not. And I've always lived by that in my cooking career. All right, so we have 3 beautiful cutlets. I'm going to wash my hands. All right. The flour we're going to need. The egg and breadcrumb I'm going to put on the side because I'm going to finish up that pack of chicken that I have inside, and we'll bread up a lot more for later. But you'll see later that we're going to need this flour for our other chicken dishes, okay? Okay, guys, you can see I have my mise en place. Those chicken pieces are on the fire right now. Jennifer's going to add a little bit of onion and some carrots and some celery for the stock, and that we're going to use for our sauces. My water's on for my pasta, and my pan's on to pan fry our chicken cutlets for our chicken parmesan. Now, guys, using the good olive oil, all right? This brand, whatever, just a good pure virgin olive oil. Make sure your pan is hot. Now, guys, the difference between pan frying and sauteing, this is very, very important, is the amount of oil you're going to use. Pan frying, you're going to use a little bit more oil, okay? It's a good sear, but it's a little slower process. Saute, the word saute means jump. It's going to be a little bit of oil or fat, and you really want to get that crust on that protein, okay? So here are the 3 ones that we pounded and breaded. I can see the oil starting to smoke just a touch, and here we go. Look at that. Guys, that's exactly what you want. You want that nice crust on the chicken, because if you don't have this at the right temperature, the chicken's going to absorb all that oil. It's going to be a mess, okay? I have a platter here that we'll use. I've moved the pan around a little bit because the heat on my homemade stove is a little bit different. And this goes rather quickly, guys. There's nothing like beautiful, fresh chicken Parmesan. All right? You can use tongs to flip it. I wouldn't suggest using a spatula. You don't want to be splashing this stuff around, okay? Remember, it's hot oil. The oil is at 350, 400 degrees. Easy. Okay? And when I know it's ready, you start to see around the edges. See around the edges? You can see it. So I know this is perfect. Look at that, guys. Look at how beautiful. Wow. Wow. How awesome is that? Pan frying. Look at that crust. Look at that. All right, the same amount of time on the other side. Get a little Parmesan cheese in. Nice. All right. So I'm going to shut this oil off. Thank you, young lady. You guys know Jen, right? She's wonderful. Trust me. I'm going to put them on the sizzle platter. Now, if you don't have a sizzle platter, you could use a sheet pan or even a saute pan that's oven proof, okay? Now, because we pounded this chicken so thin, all right, would I say it's 100% cooked? I wouldn't say that. So if you're going to do just plain chicken cutlets with a little lemon, you'd want to put this in the oven for about 7 to 10 to 12 minutes, all right? But I'm confident that I'm going to sauce this, cheese it, put it in the oven. That's going to be perfect, juicy, and tender, okay? So with that, I have my gravy all ready to go. I add that right to the cutlets. Now, one of these times, what I'll do is I'll go over the ingredients for my beautiful marinara. Very simple, but it's delicious. Okay, these are fresh mozzarella slices. You can use provolone, but mozzarella is typically what's used for the Parmesan. Guys, see that? And what we'll do is we'll pop this in the oven, 350, 400 degree oven. Mine's a convection oven, so this should cook pretty quick. And we'll look at it when it's done, okay? Okay. I have our chicken Parmesan. Let me just check. Ooh la la. Looking good. Clean out the pan. On the fire again, we're gonna do this chicken salt and buca. Now, these three next chickens are gonna be the same saute preparation. Now, just a little bit of oil, guys, not like the pan fry for the chicken cutlet, and you'll see why. Make sure that's up. Remember the flour we used? To bread the chicken, we're gonna dredge it in flour, okay? And I'll show you what we're gonna do. Okay. I think we're almost ready. Oh, do you guys hear that? I can't stress how important this is to get that sear. And I usually do it in a clockwise position. That's how I lay them out. Guys, very, very important. Do not overcrowd the pan. Okay? Because what will happen is we'll stop cooking, we'll start steaming, and you'll have a rubbery protein, okay? So there we go. So we're sauteing some chicken for some chicken salt and buca. All the trimmings, Jenny had given me some mushroom trimmings, some thyme trimmings, and the chicken. We're making a little stock. Water's on for my pasta, for my chicken Parmesan. And again, you can see around the edges when you know to turn, okay? Now watch this. Look at that, guys. I'm telling you. This is perfect. Perfect. Perfect color. The main thing here, guys, is to make sure your pan is hot, and you can see there's not a lot of oil in the pan. All right, and look at that beautiful color. All right. Now I already baked my sage leaves, and I ground them up, and that's a beautiful prosciutto Jennifer just laid it on me. So let's just chicken stay a little bit. You buy this in any Italian grocery store. Actually, Stop and Shop even has it. Buy it sliced or the deli counter. It ranges in price a lot, guys. Don't go crazy. Just get a decent prosciutto. Can you use ham, like a boar's head ham? Yeah, you could. It's not going to be the same. All right? Let's see how the other side is looking. All right, we're almost there. Look at how beautiful. I'm going to shut this pan off, and I'm going to layer my chicken salt and buco cutlets on the platter. Now, while the pan is still a little hot, watch this. I'm going to throw the prosciutto in the pan. Now, this is just something I do. A lot of chefs won't do this. But I want to crisp it up. I want to get those beautiful flavors out of that prosciutto and into my chicken, right? Now, this is with the pan off, guys, believe it or not. You just want a little sizzle. A little sizzle will do you. All right? Jennifer, beautiful prosciutto, thank you. You can wrap that up for me. All right. Now remember, this pan is off. I'll flip this. Look at how beautiful that is. Puts a little crisp on it. So when you cut into it, it cuts beautifully also. Oh, Jen, you smell that? Yeah. Wow. All right. And this is what we do, guys. Oh, before we do that, I'm very, very sorry. The sage, very important. This is the sage leaves that I roasted just on a sheet pan, nothing on it. Roasted them dry and then crushed them into a powder. All right. Some chefs put the whole sage leaf on here. I don't like that to eat that way. You know, it's not good eating for me. It's like eating a bay leaf. Now, you want to go too crazy. You see how I sprinkled that on there? All right, so that's on the chicken now. Now we're going to put on our semi-fried prosciutto. Look at this, guys. A little crisp. Now, if my wife Jeannie was here, she'd be like, that's mine. Okay, guys, I just have some beautiful fresh mozzarella I got from the local market. I just sliced it. And what you want to do is put this right over your cutlet. You don't need a lot because the gravy and the sauce we're going to make is going to be incredible. Okay? Well, this will be for Jeannie. All right. So we're going to put this in the oven with the chicken Parmesan and let that cook. Let me show you how the Parmesan is doing. How beautiful. All right, very good. Now we're going to start with the chicken franchise. Chicken piccata straight up, but I'm going to dredge. This is chicken franchise now. And put your chicken in the egg batter that we used to bread the chicken, remember, guys? Look how beautiful this chicken. Very nice chicken, Jen. All right, and then what you want to do is just off the excess. It has a little bit of oil in the pan already. You hear that sear, guys? Can't tell you how important that is. Don't overcrowd the pan. I go actually counterclockwise. That's the way I pick it up and turn it also, okay? This will move out of your way. You guys getting this? Very, very simple. There we go. Sauteing. We're sauteing this chicken, okay? One whole tomato. You have to leave me one for the grilled tomato. Just like everything else I was telling you about, look at the edges and you'll get a feel for it. You know what I mean? I think we're ready to turn. See, nothing sticks because we put it in a hot pan. You have that beautiful crust. Look at that, guys. You guys caught me on a very good night. Beautiful. Perfection. All right. So let that brown on the other side nicely. I'm going to shut the fire off. I'm going to check whatever else is in my oven. Everything's looking very, very good. My stock looks good. My water for my pasta is looking good. Jennifer is doing some prep work over there, I can see. All right, so we're going to take the franchise out. Okay. And I'll throw this in the oven. This won't take long at all. Again, not to be repetitious, but a little bit of oil in the pan, all right? It's heating up nicely. I ran out of platter, so I'm going to use a saute pan like I had said before. It's oven proof. It's ready to go. Now this will be for the chicken piccata. Now you can use the egg like I did for the franchise or not. I'm choosing not to use it. I don't have to say it again, do I, guys? Do you hear that? Perfect. Don't overcrowd the pan. Let it go. Give me one more second. I want to get a little more color. Oh my gosh, look at that. Little plate like that, I can display the food. Okay guys, chicken piccata, hot pan, edges. I think we're good. Oh, look at the color. Guys, that color equals flavor. Oh, you have no idea. All right. My chicken parmesan cut out of the oven. Look at that. Gorgeous. Beautiful. All right. We're going to put that to the side. And we're going to try and serve everything at once. Salt and book is looking great. I'm going to put this piccata cutlets into a oven-proof pan. Okay, and get those right in the oven. All right, guys. So I'm going to lower the flame here, and we're going to do our first pan sauce. Okay, that stuff on the bottom, that's called fond. All right, that you want. Now watch this. I'm going to bring some stuff over. Look at the mise en place, guys. This is all optional. This is going to be for the salt and buca. All right. You have a little chicken juice and a little oil in the pan. Put a little shallot in. Remember, the flame is still on, guys. Let that caramelize a little bit. The flame is probably half. Okay. Oh, you smell that? Beautiful. And you want to add some mushrooms. All right, that should be enough. I always add a little salt and pepper to it when I add mushrooms. You want to layer flavors, okay? Look at my stock is doing good. Look at the color on that stock. Wow. All right. I'm going to shut that off, I think. And I'll strain that in a second because I'm going to need it. All right. Guys, whenever you're sauteing or cooking on top, always use a wooden spoon. You don't want to scratch your pots and pans. All right. Nice wooden spoon. All right. We'll throw some diced tomatoes in there. Give it a little depth. Some fresh thyme. Guys, it not only looks beautiful, it smells unreal. Okay, now we're going to add a little white wine. All right, always take your pan off the fire if you're not skilled at this. Add your white wine and bring it back. Okay, let that reduce at least by half. All right, guys, as you can see, this is reduced. All right, that's the white wine. Now I'm going to add a little bit of that chicken stock that we just made. Amazing, right? Just to give it a little body. And you can see the thyme stems, and we don't want that in our sauce. Okay, very good. I bring that up to a boil. A simmer, I'm sorry, we don't boil food, remember? Check, make sure everything's okay. All right, guys, the salt and buca sauce is reduced enough. Look at that color, all right? Look at that. It's reduced for about half. You can see it's getting a little syrupy. Now I'm gonna show you a little trick. I'm gonna shut the fire off. I'm gonna add some whole butter. And this is called Monte au beurre. This is how we finish the sauce in our kitchen, okay? This will give it some body and, of course, some beautiful flavor and silkiness. You want to stir this in, and you can see how that's coming together to even thicken the sauce more. Oh, goodness gracious. We can bottle this stuff. You see, it doesn't take long. You want all the butter to be into the sauce. And that's about it. Now let's go sauce our salt and buca. Okay.
Yep.
All right, so we have our sauce for our salt and buca. Oh. Look at that, guys. Woohoo! Look at how beautiful. All right. And there you go. Chicken salt and buca. All right, you cut, we'll stuff the other. All right, guys, we're going to make our sauces for our chicken franchise and our chicken piccata, which to me is the same chicken, almost same sauce. The piccata has little capers. I add artichoke hearts. What I will do for the franchise today is I'll use some mushrooms, okay? Just to give it a little enhanced kick. Okay, so we have a little oil in the pan, preferably the pan we cook the chicken in. All right, add some shallots. Okay, get your wooden spoon, and dance that around a touch. And you'll smell it. You'll smell it when it's time. All right, I said we're going to add some mushrooms, so let's add some mushrooms. All right. Add some fresh thyme. Jennifer, beautiful job on the mise en place. And remember with the mushrooms, I always layer flavor, a little salt and pepper, okay? And let those mushrooms sweat down a little bit. Let me check the heat, a little high. I'm going to lower it a touch. All right, guys, the mushrooms are cooked down nicely. At this point, I'm going to add some fresh lemon juice. Always use fresh lemons, guys. Take a good squeeze. No seeds, please. Right through your fingers. Let all the juice go in. I mean, the seeds won't kill you, but it's just a presentation thing. All right. Get that nice acid in there. We're gonna add a little white wine. Okay, guys, this chicken stock that we made, I'm gonna add a little bit to the franchise sauce, not too much, just to give it a little body. All right, beautiful. And we're gonna let this reduce, just like last time. I would add a little bit more lemon if I get a little bit more lemon out of this. A little more acid never hurts. Okay. We're gonna let that reduce. Again, we're gonna monte au beurre, just a little softened butter. Okay, into the sauce. Shut the flame off and whisk that around. The butter actually, with the acid, emulsifies and makes a beautiful sauce. Perfect. 5-star restaurant. And there you have it. Chicken franchise with mushrooms. All right, guys, we're going to make the sauce for the chicken piccata. Of course, you want to use the pan that you cooked the chicken in. I've cooked all the chicken in the one pan. So I'm just going to add a little oil. Again, we're going to add the shallots. Jen, how'd the wine go?
It's open right here.
Oh, great. Wonderful. Thank you, young lady. I'll take the coffee. I'm not ready for the wine. I just want to make sure I have my mise en place together. And again, sweat the shallots so you get that aroma. Okay. Now this is for the piccata. Very, very similar to the franchise with some added things, okay? Some fresh thyme. We'll toast the thyme with the shallots. You hear that? Ooh, very nice. We're going to add marinated, I like to use marinated artichoke hearts. Look at that. Small jar. Capers. Cento has the best ones, I think. Drain them a little bit because they're very, very salty. All right, and always remember that when you're making your sauce. So add some capers. I would say for this, maybe a little less than half the bottle. Okay. Oh, I wish you could smell that, guys. Okay. Then we're going to add our acid. Okay. These the artichoke hearts and the capers are cooked already. I'm not looking for any color. I did want the shallots and the thyme to toast. Now we'll add our wine. It is reduced. All right, for our chicken piccata, I'm going to add a little of the stock that we made. And what I'll do is I'll save this stock. I can freeze it. I can do a lot with it. Make soup. All right, so I'm going to strain that. Okay, and then again, reduce. I know it takes a little time, but be patient. Okay, and let that reduce. Okay. All right, guys. I think our piccata sauce is reduced enough. All right, again, we're going to shut off the heat. We're going to add our pats of butter, Monteo burr. Now, guys, if you didn't want to do this, just continue to reduce this, and it should be fine. This just adds a little body, a little flavor, and that class to it. Add a little less butter if you want, but everything is good. Look at that, guys. Right? Of course, capers, and then voila. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to tell you something. That was a lot of fun. When it's on, it's on. Today, the colors, everything came out beautiful today. All right? So remember, your mise en place, have everything together so you're not running around like crazy. It's always good to have a Jennifer around, but if you don't, take the time to do all your chopping and slicing like I showed you. We did pan frying today, which was the chicken cutlets. A little bit more oil, a little bit lower heat, but you still want that crunch. And then we sauteed to jump. When the food goes into the pan, it wants to jump. So you want that to be very hot with a little bit of oil to get that color and that flavor. And then we made three pan sauces, right. We made a salt and buca sauce, we made a franchise sauce, and we made a ricotta sauce, all right? And there was a tomato sauce on the chicken parmesan. So there's 4 sauces there today. So you guys, you got your money's worth today, I'll tell you that, because I'm a little tired. All right, I hope to see you next time. God bless. Culinary Blueprint out. All right, guys, we're going to saute a little spinach for our chicken dishes. So I have my pan on the fire, medium to high heat. Some beautiful, look at the fresh garlic Jennifer minced for me. Okay. If everybody had a Jennifer, this world would be a better place, I'll tell you that. All right, you want to bring that aroma out. All right, you don't want to burn the garlic, but you want to make sure that you bring all the oils out. Oh, if you can smell that. And I got a couple of handfuls of the spinach. Okay. Now remember, guys, we layer our seasonings, so we're going to layer some salt and pepper here. And then I'm going to rub the spinach into the garlic. People think I'm crazy. And then I'm going to lower the heat. And the moisture from the spinach, now you can cover this if you want to go a lot quicker, but I'm not going to cover it. I'm going to let the moisture from the spinach wilt down into the garlic. All right? Look, it's wilted down already. Now, depending on how you like your spinach, I'll show you exactly the way I like it. I don't like it too overdone. I just like it just there, where it's wilty, like wilted lettuce. And guys, I shut off the fire. I'm going to tell you, that's where I'm at.